fresher than with throwaway conventionality belongs to yesterday. There is a chance that we can make it so far. We stop believing now we can be who we are. Greece is the word that you heard. It's got groove, it's got meaning.
Hey everyone, welcome. I'm always so excited to be here on Tuesdays with all of you fantastic people. Hello to everybody in the chat. As you guys are entering, don't forget to give this live a thumbs up. I have 3 things tonight. First one we're going to talk about is DoorDash's first drone delivery in the United States. I will give you all the fantastic details and we'll get into a little bit of a discussion on the future of drone delivery for DoorDash and whether we might see it roll out to more areas. And then we're going to talk about Shop and Pays, my favorite. I've been preaching Shop and Pays for a while now, and we're coming into Easter and spring break. What is that going to look like for Shop and Pays this upcoming week and weekend? So we're going to talk about that and what spring break might look like if you guys are on spring break with the kiddos next week, because I know mine is on spring break next week. And then a interesting article came out and we're going to have some fun with this. What do you guys think is the most popular Easter candy ordered on DoorDash? And it is actually broken down by state. So I figured we can have a lot of fun with that tonight as well. But what I actually found, and I'll say this for when we get into it, but people spend literally billions of dollars on Easter candy every single year. Isn't that crazy? Billions. So I don't know about you, but the Easter Bunny's coming to my house. But anyway, so that's kind of what we're going to get into tonight. So welcome everybody who is just joining us right now. We got some guesses going on. Okay, so keep those guesses coming, and we're going to get into it in a little later. So it's definitely fun. When I was reading it, I was having fun reading it. It was fun to see they actually broke it down by state and what state orders what most amount of Easter candy, which I actually thought was kind of fun. So yeah, spring break. Can you believe it? It's here. I feel like we were just talking about like Christmas break and all of a sudden Easter's here and we're talking about spring break. I feel like where did the past like couple of months fly? Did they just like fly by or is it just me? Like I feel like they just flew by. And, since speaking of, Jason is here tonight. Thank you, Jason, for being here. If you guys haven't checked out his podcast yet, you are going to want to. The link is in the description of this live. I have so much fun listening to his podcast. It's something I listen to as I'm driving. So don't forget to check out his podcast. It is the Gig Economy Podcast. Go check it out. And while you're there, my podcast is up there as well. I started a podcast a couple of weeks ago. So this Tuesday Night Live gets put into podcast on Wednesday mornings at 9 a.m. on almost every place you can actually listen to podcasts. You just have to search Inside Money Plans. So anyway, okay, so let's get into drone delivery. Did you guys hear about this? So I first read it in an article, and you guys are going to have to let me know if you guys have seen this yet, heard about this. If not, this is going to be fun to talk about. So, of all places, get this. So they started it in Wendy's. And it's in DC. Wendy's, of all places. Could they not have picked a better restaurant than Wendy's for their first drone delivery test? I just keep laughing about that. Am I the only one like that really finds irony to this? Really? At least that's the way I was looking at it. So it ends up being I forget that I think it starts with a W. I think the name was it Wish? What? I'm gonna look it up as we're talking about it. I did not pull up the article as I am literally talking. We're gonna do it right now. So they started in a different country. It was successful, so they decided to try it out in Wendy's. And the way the articles were reading is you can get your Frosty, you can get your Baconator, and you can get it all delivered by drone. This is actually really funny. Popeyes is next. All the places that no one goes to. Maybe that's maybe that's their method to their madness. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we'll go to Wendy's because they're not that popular and we'll kind of see how it goes. I don't know. So they're starting out and it can only be delivered to, I believe, a 2.5-mile radius. The drones itself can go 65 miles an hour. Now, the article I was reading, so you guys are going to get a kick out of this. Are you ready for this? They didn't need to put any insulation. Man, your food's going to get there cold. That's the only thing I'm saying. They don't believe that they need any insulated containers to deliver this because it is so fast going at 65 miles an hour that they are guaranteeing that your food will arrive warm. Does anybody believe that? So a drone that is going 65 miles an hour, we're talking even wind speeds. Do you believe your food is going to get all there all nice and toasty and hot because they're not using any insulation? Ugh. You know, I think this is the only thing that it actually might be good for is the Wendy's orange creamsicle frosty. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad it's good. I haven't tried it yet. I'm assuming it's like their new summer flavor, but at least that would actually arrive cold. But, this is the thing. What if it's cold outside? Well, we all know DC nor typically sees all 4 seasons. It's kind of like New Jersey. I do not believe that food is gonna arrive warm. Uh, yeah, put McDonald's and IHOP on drone delivery. I would be okay with that. I don't mind McDonald's, but IHOP, they can definitely do IHOP. What happens when it gets hit by a bird? Well, there was a YouTube video, and I don't think he's here tonight, but Steve Rideshare Rodeo sent me a video yesterday, and it was actually a guy who went into that Wendy's, and the guy flying the drone is actually sitting in a Wendy's, and what they do is they take the order, they bring it to the guy who's driving the drone. The drone is on a landing pad and they load up the order on the drone. And the guy sitting at Wendy's is technically the guy who is delivering your food. Man, we're coming so far in the future, I'm telling you. Yeah, bugs, birds, Santa, no thank you. So in the video I was watching yesterday, the guy was really trying to sell it, the drone. Granted, he works for the drone company, and he was saying he could see DoorDash. This is the wave of the new DoorDash future because customers were not being charged delivery fees and they don't tip the drone. So ultimately, it is cheaper for the customers. Now, when I read the article, I was going back and forth between the video and the article, and I was trying to kind of decipher exactly what exactly is going on, and could this really roll out to the rest of the country at some point if it is successful? Thank you, Thomas. Drone it. There you go. I can get my Dr. Pepper delivered by drone. Well, it would stay cold. At least I would get it cold. Ugh. So, on top of that, let me just rewind for a half. They can only drive, it was either 2 or 3 pounds, and that's it. So, no heavy stuff. They weren't very specific about drinks. They were only very specific about Frosties. Now, when I read the article, especially in this particular area, the customer has an option to choose drone delivery or regular delivery. And then they put the delivery times, and the drone delivery was a lot faster than a regular driver coming to your door. So you did have that option. Ah, I see so many problems with it. So this guy that was on the video was confident that going forward, if it gets rolled out to the rest of the company, I mean to the rest of the country, that it is going to save, you're going to gain more customers on the DoorDash platform because customers aren't going to be paying as much money because you're not paying the driver. Okay, I'm going to hold up right there. We all know that DoorDash makes a lot of money off of customer fees. Do we honestly believe that DoorDash would ever not charge a customer any fee just because they're doing drone delivery? I think they might run it as a promotion to see how many drone deliveries they can do. But we don't live in La La Land. They're not gonna give up that money. They're not gonna give up all those delivery fees. Granted, the customer won't have to chip the drone, so they'll save money that way. But don't let them fool you. They're not gonna give away they're not gonna give up all that money on fees. Oh, but yeah, it's crazy. So do you guys think if this is successful, first of all, I'll throw out the first question, and you guys can answer it as I take a sip of my Dr. Pepper. Do you think this will get rolled out to more areas of the country? So that's question number one. Go ahead, chat it up. Well, I guess what happens when it rains? I guess drones are rain or shine, right? So, according to this, the drones that they have, and I know nothing about drones to be completely honest, they have plane capabilities and helicopter capabilities. I know nothing about drones, so I don't even know what that means. I'm assuming that it propels like a helicopter but flies like a plane, so it can go up, down, sideways. That would be my guess. Um, yeah. Huh. What if drone's GPS screws up and drone delivers to the wrong address? It could happen because technically it's not the drone flying it, it's this person in Wendy's that's on a computer and flying the drone for DoorDash and for Wendy's. So that's a that could happen. That could happen. Who pays for the drone? Well, I'm assuming this is what I'm assuming is DoorDash contracted this company. So I guess DoorDash is paying this company, and I guess they have a partnership. I don't know how any of that business works, but it's a good question. So you think knowing Vegas, they would come to Vegas? Well, you also have Waymo. Don't you have Waymo in Vegas? So they're kind of used to the whole self-driving thing at this point. So I don't see why it wouldn't go to Vegas. It's crazy. Crazy, right? So you think New Jersey, it could go to the beach towns. Can you imagine a drone just coming down on the beach and just saying, "Hey, here's your food." Cindy, this is a good point. How would it work with 50 to 60 mile per hour winds? I would, I don't know. Would they just shut it down and just say, hey, it's not available anymore for that day and then just to reconvene at a different time? Ugh. So, isn't that interesting? So, if the merchant is now responsible for sending drones out their front door, charging, I guess they are. I mean, according to the workers at Wendy's and the video that was sent to me, the workers at Wendy's give it to this guy who's flowing, flying the drone, and he loads it into the drone and then he flies and delivers the package. Now, supposedly, the package kind of descends from the drone and it's delivered. Now, it didn't very specifically say if it gets like right to your doorstep. Does it get to your driveway? Does it get to the end of your walkway? Like, how close does it get to your house? And what happens if someone's in an apartment? Does it just get delivered right to the front door of the apartment? I These are a lot of questions that to me are very unanswered. Drone patrol, it very much could be. You know, it's funny. The seagulls will take your Wendy's before the drone makes it to you. That would be a fun video to upload to YouTube. Can't you imagine that going viral? Seagulls take drone delivery. Ugh. Yeah, it would have to be Becky leave at door, not meet at door, because that would be the only way, I would assume. I don't know. It's a bird, it's a plane. Oh, it's my Wendy's order. That's funny. Uh, you know, they kill those bots in, what was it, LA? All those Uber Eats delivery bots. They get destroyed in campuses. Can you imagine just a drone? What would prevent someone just from taking the drone? I mean, granted, I'm sure there's video cameras on it, but okay. So that was leaving driveway. I'm telling you, how is a drone going to fly right to your door? It's not. It's going to drop it somewhere. Can you imagine just randomly just dropping it in like your lawn, just dropping it so like randomly, and you're trying to find your Wendy's order in the middle of wherever you live? Oh, I can tell. Bad news. So I'll be honest. I am not worried one single bit. I feel like this is honestly a joke. Um, Do you guys think that the wave of the future will drones replace delivery drivers? Was the guy in the video just overzealous because he worked for this video and he's just like, yeah, this is going to replace DoorDash drivers because customers won't be paying all these fees and all these all these tips. So do you think, that's my next question. Do you think that drones will replace delivery drivers? I'm sorry. I was reading Christopher's comment as I was like taking a drink, drops the food on a pile of dog poo. Can you imagine? Like, what would be the chances of that doing? And by the way, Christopher, I saw your comment on today's live, and man, you killed it on that catering order. So, congratulations on them upping that catering order for you. So, nope, nope, nope. Never be replaced. Papa Sue, no way. Oops. Not for a long time could Jones replace delivery drivers, but maybe self-driving cars. Okay, well, that would be an interesting concept. Travel or never. Okay, I feel like I think we're all in agreement that I don't think this is gonna replace us anytime soon. I think that guy was just a little overzealous in my in my opinion. What about those huge drinks? Well, Mary, that's what I'm talking about. Like, they only talk about delivering frosties. They don't talk about delivering drinks. So I don't really know how that would work. How far can the average drone fly before it has to go home to charge? I don't know. My BF has a drone, and if I recall, the POS can only fly for 20 minutes. I guess that's why they can only maybe do a 2.5 mile radius. Maybe that's why, because their battery life isn't that fantastic. Once again, Red, you probably know more about drones than I do at this point. I've never flown a drone. I've never really dealt with a drone, so I don't know much about them, but they can literally only go a 2.5 mile radius. But if they roll this ever out to like other parts of the country, I don't know. They would need a heck of a lot of drones to to do deliveries. That's the only thing I'm saying. What happens to those orders that like you travel 12 miles for? Or oh my god, would DoorDash have to limit the miles that people can order from? That I've been saying for years on all these delivery apps that they should limit the amount of miles that customers can order from. I'm just saying. That would actually be hilarious. We will deliver the drinks and they will deliver the food. They can race them. Who would get there quicker? It's a good idea. How many customers would use this? That's a good point, Thomas. Like, how many customers would use this as a ploy to get free food? Nope, never saw it. Or, oh my God, when I got it, it was so smashed, it was unedible. I don't understand. Like, I can just see customers just going off in order to get free food. Oh my God, it was freezing cold. Oh, yeah. I can honestly see this being a disaster. A disaster waiting to happen. I would love to actually talk to somebody who actually ordered this and got it delivered to their house. Wouldn't that be funny? I feel like if I was in the area, I would do it just to see what happens. But maybe that's what they're banking on. Maybe they're banking on customers' curiosity and what their reaction would be. Would anybody just order it just to see what the process is and to see how quickly it gets and what condition it comes in? Right? I would too, Mary. I would totally video the whole entire thing from start to finish and give like a full review. I didn't hear this, but it's a possibility. I thought they said that they delivered 300,000 already. That's a lot if that's the case. But I think people are just curious. I know I would be curious. Delivering alcohol. Well, how would the drone scan the ID? How would the drone detect if someone's drunk? Who would be liable for delivering to somebody if someone was drunk? Would the drone be liable? The drones are drunk. Yeah. So I guess stay tuned, and I guess as more unfolds, but I thought it would be worth mentioning because A, we can get a good laugh out of it, but also we can predict the future and if our jobs were in jeopardy. I don't think our jobs are in jeopardy, but anyway. Okay, so speaking of jobs, we're going to the holiday weekend, right? So big holiday on Sunday. Um, I know it's probably not as big as Thanksgiving. And I know there's a whole bunch of people here who shop. Red, Christopher, anybody else, you can say, hey, I shop too. Are we going to go into a peak for shop and pays going into the next couple of days? I started to see an uptick in shop and pays since Sunday. Um, Literally on DoorDash, I only did one food delivery the entire day. The rest of it was shop and pay. Um, So, will we see an uptick in the next couple of days going into whether it's DoorDash, whether it's Instacart, so on and so forth? Oh, you secured diamond. Nice. No, I'm still there's no way I'm gonna reach diamond in 5 days. I still have like 60 deliveries, I think, to do in order to get diamond. But congrats, Red. That's amazing. Um, so I'll probably be platinum going into this next quarter, but my goal is to get to diamond going into the next quarter, hopefully, maybe. I don't know. I feel like I started too late in the game this quarter. And I started to like take it more seriously in like the last like month and a half. So I think if I start next quarter hitting the ground running and just go crazy taking some Instacart orders, that's my goal. My goal is to become diamond, hopefully, knock on wood, next quarter. Yeah. But hey, I'm platinum, so that's furthest I've ever gotten on Instacart. So anyway, so going back to this upcoming year, I mean upcoming week. So I've been preaching it. I know Red's been preaching it, a whole bunch of people. Guys, there is so much money to be made. And I'm actually gonna quote Red because I know she said this, and I can't remember when you said this, Red. You said that um people will always need groceries. People will always need groceries to be delivered, and that's so true. We can't say the same thing about food delivery. So we've all seen the food delivery slow down. We've all complained about it, but shop and pays are paying. They're paying if you're willing to do them. And I personally, even though I've done a lot of shopping these past couple of days between Instacart and also DoorDash, I haven't seen like anybody. You can always tell when it's someone's like family holiday dinner. I haven't gotten that vibe yet. So I don't know whether people are waiting till a couple days before, because it's not like Thanksgiving where you have to buy a turkey in advance, right? You can buy a ham the day before and it's still perfectly fine to pop in the oven. I know, right? Red is so right. And I haven't seen it yet. Have you guys seen anybody's like big family dinner shopping yet? Because I haven't seen it. So I think, in my opinion, the next couple of weeks, the next couple of days leading up to Sunday, I think we're going to get an influx in shop and pays. And if you're willing to do them, I think my prediction, and we can come back next Tuesday and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. My prediction is a lot of our money is going to come from shop and pays if you're willing to do them over the next couple of days. What do you guys think? Do you think my prediction is correct or wrong? I think we're going to start to see an influx big time. You've done a lot of ground turkey, taco shells, and people were getting ready for Taco Tuesday. I'm telling you, it's all about Taco Tuesday. People were getting ready for Taco Tuesday. So you got a lot of shop and pays with DoorDash. Yeah, I've been getting a lot. I'm telling you, Sunday, I had one food delivery the entire day. The rest was all shop and pays. Yeah. You think, Mary, you think I'm right? I'm hoping not. I hope I'm right. Fingers crossed. I agree. Um, oh, this is interesting, Sheila. You think there'll be an increase in alcohol orders too? Okay. Well, we're going to have to come back next Tuesday and see if all of our predictions are correct. So interesting, Carrie. So all of yours are on Uber. That's interesting. I've only gotten one shop and pay on Uber when I've turned them off. So, Josh, yours will be on ride sharing. Okay. Oh, WrestleMania is in Philly. Okay, I get that. That's huge. Yeah. That's gonna be huge for Philly. So, man, go after those surges. You can make some pretty big bank. Oh, interesting. So a lot of things are out of stock. Most of my grocers have been pretty much in stock. There was only one this past week that I actually had a hard time. It was like almost every item was a substitute. Other than that, it's been pretty easy. I did have Taco Tuesday. I know we were talking about it earlier, but yes, I had my tacos. I was craving those tacos. I'm like, I feel like every Tuesday is just a really good excuse to have tacos. So yes, I did have tacos tonight for dinner. That's funny. Yeah, I think alcohol is a very good point going into this weekend. Yeah, that's a very, very good point. So, if you're not certified, get certified, guys. If you're not certified um on alcohol for DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, get certified. Okay, it's red. Shopping can be overwhelming if you're not used to it. My number one suggestion is start with the store you're frequent for your own personal shopping. When you are comfortable at a new store, rinse and repeat. That is amazing advice. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, people do order a lot of alcohol for the holidays. I know I drink my fair share of wine on any holiday that I don't have to drive. Yeah, I'm drinking some I'm getting my wine on. It's one of my very few opportunities that I'm not driving that I can sit back, relax, enjoy the family, and I partake in the alcohol. So I hear you. On a Uber Shop and Pay, do you scan the UPC label? Yes, you do. Oh, interesting. Okay. So you're also predicting the Dollar General orders for their candy and energy drinks. I I'm just not a big Dollar General fan um at all. If you guys were with me last night, I had an experience last night with Dollar General. I've never honestly gone in, like got what I needed and walked out. Like I've always had some sort of issue um with Dollar General. So yeah, it's one thing I wish DoorDash didn't have on their platform. Um, Curious if it gets, Lowe's on Ship. Well, Lowe's is on Instacart too. I find they're actually really easy to do because at least with Instacart, they have aisle numbers and they actually make it easy to shop at Lowe's. I don't mind doing Lowe's Instacart, so I'm hoping it's the same way for Shipped as it is for Instacart. Hopefully, they have the aisle numbers to make your life a little easier. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan of Dollar General. You guys are agreeing with me. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you guys are agreeing with me. Ugh. The the one that I went to, I wish I could have taken you guys in with me last night. Oh my god, it was probably the messiest Dollar General I've ever been in. It was scary. Scary. I'm surprised I found the items I needed to find. I'm gonna leave it right there. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Dollar General. So anyway, so with that, I know my kiddo is on spring break next week. So that'll be fun juggling working and mom duties and being on spring break at the same time and keeping her entertained. But what What is your predictions on next week? Do you think we're going to see another slowdown next week because kids are in school or out of school? If you're in this place where kids are out of school, do you think we'll get more money, or do you think we'll get less money? I feel like whenever we go through these holidays, we see the peaks and the valleys. And I feel like this is going to honestly be no different than that. As you guys can tell, I've been seeing tons of catering orders this past week. I have one scheduled for tomorrow. I got 2 delivered coming in that I could not take because they were during the time of the one that I had, and I couldn't even stack the order, which I wish I could have because they were going in completely opposite directions, but they were the same merchant. I'm like, "Darn it." But catering orders this week have been pretty, steady. They haven't been big, but they've been steady. Okay, Tony, you're only getting catering bag requirements on actual catering orders. Yeah. Oh, I feel like that can be like a whole subject all in itself. With with catering bag required. I'm just gonna shake my head because I just feel like we're just all in the dark and no one knows what's happening. But I like this one because I can see this happening. You predict an influx of no-tip McDonald's orders. All those teenagers are at home and yeah, they need food delivered because they don't have lunch at home while mommy and daddy are at work. So I could honestly see that happening. Yeah, they should stack some of those orders. I agree. Oh, nice. You got one tomorrow too, and they just want it to be dropped off. Gotta love it when that happens. Make your life easy. So, Sheila, you said more money. The kids will want their McDonald's and Chick-fil-A since they're home from school. I think it's going to be a fast food week. I agree with you. Oh, yeah. Really, Josh, you got a pair of works. So this is your first one doing pair works. I like doing pair works. To me, they're easy. They're pretty fast. Usually low miles. So yeah, you're gonna have to let me know how your first experience is on pair works. I like doing them. Oh, we got a whole bunch of people doing catering for the first time tomorrow. That's awesome. So where did I see it? Mary, was it Mary? You were doing your first Zifty tomorrow. Did I see that right? Yeah. So I have your first one tomorrow with Zifty. I'm excited. That's awesome. Congratulations. I Sheila just did a Zifty too. So it's you guys have something in common. He got paid $25 tip on his shipped order this morning. That's awesome. You get your first delivered tomorrow. Oh, I love it when I see people making money. That's amazing. So your only lucrative DoorDash time now is sorry, is Einstein Bagel in the morning with their caterings. Oh, at least it's in the morning. I guess you can continue on. But how does that affect rideshare with your pickups at the airport? Does it affect anything? Oh, that's funny. I don't know whether Steve is going to be up at 6:30 in the morning. Don't forget he's over. I think he's over in California at this point. He's at the podcast movement. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, ParaWorks is Para. It's another tab on the bottom if you use Para. They just basically give you job offers, and a lot of them are catering if it's available in your area. So it's just another way of getting catering orders. So if you have Para, it might be something you want to look at. Oh, that's a good question. Um, what kind of gear would you recommend for Instacart? At first, I don't know whether you really need gear. I kind of used what I already had. Red, you might have better advice than I do. But I've already had stuff, or I should say, I already use stuff I already have. Like I have catering bags. So if I take like a double batch or even a triple batch. Sometimes I'll use my catering bags as insulated bags and to also separate the batches. I already had a cart from catering. It makes my life so much easier with all those cases of water. But those are things that make your life easier. So advice on I was they're asking advice on Instacart for someone brand new just starting out, what gear they need. I said just kind of start off small. I used the equipment that I already had, and yeah, the wagon has saved me so many times, especially with cases of water. Um, But once again, I've also delivered it without a wagon. So I know you can, if you're, I don't mind doing it just because I call it my gym every day. I like to get the exercise in. But you always don't need a wagon. So I don't, you know, that would be my advice. Start off small. I think Red said it the best earlier. If you're just starting shopping, go for places and that you shop that work small and then work your way up. Oh, that's a good one, Red. A marker to label the bags A, B, and C. That's a good one. Yeah, I'm telling you, I use my catering bag, especially if it's like a small triple um, batch. Like I'll put my catering bag like towards the back of the cart, so that way I have like A, B, and C, and it has worked really well. But I also use it sometimes for the cold stuff. But did I say extra fries? What did I say? Extra fries? Yeah, so Larry, if you on the bottom of your Paris screen, you'll see like it'll say ParaWorks. Click on it and you'll see a map, and anything that's available in your area for work will be on that map. And a lot of times things get released early in the morning, so kind of just pay attention. Yeah. Okay, pro tip. We got a pro tip here. A batch counts as one. I learned the hard way. Awesome. Oh, this is good too. A fully charged phone. Man, some of these shop and pays drain the you know what out of your phone. I personally, in my purse, I always keep a portable charger because it drains so quickly. Oh, exercise extra fries. I did not get what you were saying. That's funny. No, I said exercise. Yeah. Know which one actually drains your phone a lot is Uber Eats Shop and Pays. At least it drains my phone the most out of all Shop and Pays. Yeah. Get a battery, a portable battery comes in handy. Yeah. I swear by keeping one in my purse at all times. You just never know. And this is a good one too. Use the store Wi-Fi. I use every store I go into. The first thing I do is I go into settings to see if they have Wi-Fi because that saves you so much time and aggravation. But anyway, so I guess happy shopping. We'll see if my predictions come true these next couple of days. Hopefully, we all make some really good money out there, whether it's Instacart, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Shipped, any other shopping app that I'm not saying right now. So hopefully, you guys make some really good money out there. Okay, so let's have some fun. So, what do you guys think? I know you guys started putting in your predictions. So, what Easter candy do you think is the most popular amongst DoorDash customers this year? So, go ahead, put in your predictions right now. Should be interesting. Okay, so you say Reese's peanut butter eggs and Peeps, Reese's peanut butter cups, Skittles. Oh, that's different. Anybody else want to weigh in on this? Christmas and did I say Christmas? Oh my god, did I just say Christmas? I need some sleep. I'm sorry. Did I say Christmas? I'm an idiot. Do they have Dr. Pepper Peeps? If so, I need to try one. Easter candy. Wow. Tony, you're just calling me out tonight, aren't you? Wow. Sorry if I said Christmas. I meant Easter. What do you think the most popular Easter candy is in the DoorDash platform? Oh, jelly beans. Oh, that's so funny. A chocolate bunny. Okay. Cadbury eggs. Okay. Okay, you guys, you ready for this? Yes, they have Dr. Pepper Peeps. I might have to go and look for those. I haven't seen them. Oh, because I know you didn't. I said, oh, okay. Oh, it wouldn't surprise me. I feel like I have like a lack of sleep going on, so it would not surprise me if I said Christmas instead of Easter. But I do love Christmas. Oh my god! Here, I thought I said it wrong. So Cadbury eggs, okay, peanut butter cups. You saw them at the Dollar Tree on the wall. Brian, I'm not going back in the Dollar Tree. I'm just kidding. I'm thinking of the Dollar General. Okay, I'll have to go to the Dollar Tree. I actually do have to go to the Dollar Tree this year. I mean, this week. Peanut butter eggs, Cadbury eggs. Okay, so here it is. So they kind of lumped chocolate eggs into one, which I think is kind of unfair. Okay, thanks, Brian. I might have to go check it out. They lumped chocolate eggs all into one. So chocolate eggs meaning Cadbury eggs and Reese's peanut butter eggs. Now, I don't know. I'm going to try to put the thing down so you guys can see this. Okay. Let's see if I can do it this. Oh, let's do this way instead so you can see the map. Because I did not put this on a slide. Hopefully you guys can see that. Can you guys see all that yellow in the United States? So all the yellow is Reese's peanut butter cup eggs. To me, that's the winner. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 states that are the Cadbury eggs. So to me, the Reese's peanut butter cup wins it. Which is interesting. There were a couple of states that went a little off the board. One was an Easter variety pack. What the heck is an Easter variety pack? I didn't know what that was. The only thing I kept thinking is like, like those packs that you have like Twix and like a whole bunch of different candy in it. I don't know. Surprisingly, no state was Peeps. There was only one state, and that was Vermont. And they were Starburst, very specific Starburst jelly beans. Oh, Reese's are my weakness too. I thought the Peeps. So what I find funny, and it's Pennsylvania, was okay. Pennsylvania is Snickers, Twix, and Milky Way packs. But what I find interesting, only reason why I know this is because my sister lives in Pennsylvania, is Peeps are made in Pennsylvania. Don't you think Peeps would be the most things sold in Pennsylvania if they're made in Pennsylvania? I'm just saying, right? I don't know. I thought it was very interesting. So, depending on where you are in the United States, most likely it's either a Cadbury egg or a Reese's peanut butter egg. So, those are your Easter candy winners going into this weekend. So, as we wrap it up, one last question for you guys. Are you guys working this coming Sunday? Yes or no? Oh, Tony, that's amazing. He has 5 more weeks left of peanut therapy to immune to the allergy. That's amazing. I hope he's doing well. That's fantastic. So Sheila, no. Baba Sue, yes. Mary, yes. Do you think it's gonna be busy? A lot of, I don't know whether I think during the day it might be. A lot of things are closed. I've been seeing a lot of signs saying we're closed on Sunday. So, oh, I'm sorry. Will Saturday be busy? I think Saturday is going to be busy. Yes. So only working the Sunday morning. I don't know. I don't know whether Sunday will be a good day in general. Just because I think a lot of things are going to be closed. I think you're going to be very limited to what stores you can deliver from. So my suggestion, and I started doing this, even though I'm not working on Sunday, like I started to make like kind of a mental list of all the stores that are closed on Sunday. So that way I kind of that's what I would do. I would just kind of, even if they don't have a sign on the door, your most popular restaurants, I would just go in the next couple days. Hey, what are your hours on Sunday? Just to see what their hours are. And that actually might help you to decide if you're working on Sunday and what hours you're working on Sunday. Because let's face it, if every, I'm making this up, if every restaurant closes at 6 or 7 in your own area and you're like, where are all the orders? Well, they're not going to be there because there's no restaurants open. You might just be getting like Wawa and McDonald's, you know? Yeah. I think you're right. I just think grocery stores are gonna get like ridiculously packed on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. I think they're I think they're gonna be insane. I think as much as shop and pays are going to pay, it's you're gonna be fighting long lines and you're gonna be fighting people shopping at the same time. So just be careful. It's the only thing I'm gonna say. That's funny. So in Mary's words, hit the like button, peeps. I love it. Thank you. So yeah, while you guys are here, I would greatly appreciate you hitting that thumbs up or that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Um, it will feel like Christmas in the stores. I think it will. I think people are just waiting honestly until the very last minute. There are a couple things I still need to get. I'm like, oh my God, it's like Wednesday tomorrow. I really have to get my butt into gear. So yeah, you think mostly flowers and coffee for Sunday morning. I guess we'll see. Thank you so much. I love being here with you guys. Okay, you guys, with that being said, thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being so wonderful in the chat tonight. And I love the interaction. So thank you so much. If you guys celebrate Easter, happy Easter. Happy spring break. If your kids are on spring break next week, or maybe you're off from your W-2, you never know. But I hope everybody has a fantastic week. Go make your money. Go make some good money. Go hustle. Go get it. So guys, thank you so much. If you're driving, stay safe. um Remember, kindness is always free. I'll see you guys soon. Bye everyone.